Let's do things differently. Welcome to my spoiler review of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This film takes the achievements laid out by the first and takes them even further, so let's open it up and get started. The film opens with Gwen Stacy jamming with her band, catching us up on the events of Into the Spider-Verse. It's going to be the first of many times I compliment the audiovisual presentation, but the way the visuals are in tune with the drum beats is just stellar. We also find out that Gwen's from Chelsea, New York in 1965, and get more details on the Peter from her timeline. Unfortunately, we also find out that circumstances led to his death and her timeline and the strained relationship with her father, Captain George Stacy. That night, Spider-Gwen confronts the Vulture at the Guggenheim Museum, and the variant used in this opening fight is highly creative. A parchment-themed appearance that takes influence from Da Vinci's flying machines designs. The aerial combat would be enough a spectacle, but the use of lighting, color, and even allusion to Jeff Koons while artist makes it really stand out. There's also another film with multiple antagonists and multiple variants of Spider-Man. Case in point, Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara, voiced by Oscar Isaac. As the two work on containing the Vulture, there's banter about the events of the first film and the incident involving Doctor Strange and the Little Nerd back on Earth 1999-99. Especially like the allusions to Hammer Space's OS Lila, which by Greta Lee. The Vulture is contained with the help of Spider-Woman Jessica Drew, voiced by Issa Rae. She's also expecting a child, like if the boss from Snake Eater got the enhanced spider bite. Also, remember Miguel warning about disrupting canon, it will be important later. Though Gwen ultimately helps save the museum, it's not enough for Captain Stacy. Even when she takes off the mask to reveal herself, George can't bear to hear the truth. There's been plenty of subtext with the story and character thread, and we'll come back to that. Likewise, I know some venues and releases have different subtle elements of the film, can make the cases add an multiverse aspect. The canon remains intact, and Gwen is inducted in the Spider Society. The title sequence and rejoin Miles Morales in Brooklyn, Earth 1610. 16 months have passed since the events of the first film. Top of getting ready for college, he continues his duty as Spider-Man. Again, in Banana local bodega, he comes across a villain, the Spot, voiced by Jason Schwartzman. Though initially presented as a joke villain of the comic and adaptations, he doesn't stay that way. It is still effective use and amazing intro. The way he tries to rob an ATM was the joke he's after the money from Apple Vision Pro. It's just great and only gets sillier from there. First, also intercut with his parents talking to the college recruiter. Miles goes back to his dorm to get his civvies and Jordans from Genki, voiced by fellow filmmaker Peter Sohn. Also playing the new game on his PlayStation 5. Want to get both when the new update comes out. Miles joining his parents and how the fight continues is fantastic. I also love how effectively they establish the Spot as a villain, turning the Bale incident of the last movie into callous was just like a Spider-Man desire to ruin his life. Also, remember Miles saving his father and falling off the scaffolding. It will be important later. I'll just say, hey, for now I agree with a deleted scene from the last movie hitting differently after this one. Spot hits below his own non-existent belt, and inadvertently finds a way to the multiverse. Pokes ahead in the pulp era, the convenience store from the Venom films. Glad the third one is back on track, and he just made a Lego. This one's actually done by a 14-year-old fan whose work impressed Sony. How about that? The Lego variant of Spider-Man knows something is up and contacts Miguel about the anomaly. Back with Miles, just love the scene of him talking with his mother, Rio, on the roof of their apartment. Her words are going to be vital to the story in this character arc. Let's just say the cake that the party they were messing with earlier scene was one of many things that the Spot interfered with. Gwen meets with Miles after a romantic look at his sketchbook. The two quite literally swing into a conversation about the Spider Society. This whole scene is joining the list of my favorite swinging sequences of any adaptation. Also like the in-joke about Morbius. I will just deal with Madam Web and Craven as they come. The talk they have while looking at the inverted New York City skyline is an ideal look at Miles sharing this movie, and this incarnation of the character as a whole. Does he want to follow others' journey or forge his own path as Spider-Man? Gwen and Miles investigate Spot's old lab, and his civilian name was Dr. Jonathan Oom. The Avengers plans to build a new particle accelerator and is aimed to ruin Spider-Man's life. The way they reimagine the character is simply spectacular. Then, Gwen gets a call from Lila and Jessica Drew. They trace a Spot to Earth 50101. Mumbattan, home of Spider-Man India, was by Kumar Nanjiani. The first hour has been great, but now the next portions of the film are going to take it from being that to one of the best animated films and just overall best films of 2023. In the midst of chasing the Spot, he exposed by his lover Gayatri and his complicated relationship with her father, Inspector Singh. Classic. He is going to be very important soon. The Spot reaches Alchemax and starts activating the particle accelerator. Miles' electricity start rupturing the force field, blocking their way. Halfway point, in comes another standout variant. And the Spider-Punk, Hobie Brown, was with Daniel Kaluuya. Loved him in other blockbuster roles, and as a Jordan Peele regular, still stand by no best for everyone 2022. His character is also going to be important for the story and Miles' own arc. As Miles is shown a vision of the Spot attacking New York, they all have to stop a bridge from collapsing. However, it turns out the Inspector was not supposed to live, as this was actually this timeline's canon event. This is the moment that changes the whole movie, and it doesn't stop from there. The remaining Arrow vs. Spider Society headquarters for the majority in Nueva York, Earth 28. It's full of variants from decades worth of comics and other adaptations, some I know. Others I'm seeing for the first time, such as Spider UK, Malala Windsor, Earth 835, and Peter Parked Carr of Earth 53931. I've been pausing this film a lot to write this, and I still have yet to find them all. I will say that Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider of Earth 94, voiced by Andy Samberg, is hilarious. Daredevil the Web Slinger and his horse, Widow of Earth 31913. Still not sure if comic book films will go the exact same way Westerns have, but we'll see. Among the anomalies, Insomniac Spider-Man, one of my top fan castings ever, Donald Glover's live-action Prowler. Miles also bumps into the Spider-Bite, Margot Kiss of Earth 22191. We are now formally introduced to Miguel O'Hara, who is typically more of an anti-hero in the comic and other incarnations, though his motives here are somewhat more understandable. He broke the canon because he wanted to see his daughter again, and did so by replacing a father who died in another timeline. As they talk, the way Hobie is entirely on board with Miguel, gathering machine parts and feeding Miles intel is great. The animation is immensely detailed in the stretch. You're definitely rewarded if you're observant, like I am. Miles also reunites with Peter B. Parker, who now has a child named Anna May. She's also inherited her father's powers and knack for mischief. As Parker gives Anna May a change, Miguel details the various canon events across the multiverse, fittingly shown inside spiderwebs. These include previous film and TV incarnations, all the way back to the first appearance of Spider-Man in Amazing Fantasy number 15. Consequence of enough canon events being broken is the collapse of the multiverse itself. Building on the last movie's theme of how you can't save everyone, Miguel tries to hold Miles' anomaly, but Hobie helps him focus his energy and escape. Nearly every variant of Spider-Man available tries to stop Miles from entering Sector 4, leading to one of the film's signature scenes. Miles brushes with Spider-Man the Cat, Spider-Rex, and the bombastic Bagman in a few. I definitely appreciate the inclusion of Neversoft Spider-Man and Spider-Man Unlimited, great PlayStation game, underrated show. Not even the Medic 1967 Spider-Man and Japanese Spider-Man can stop him. Swinging through Nueva York, the way the energy level goes through the whole third act is just incredible. Parker tells Miles that he had a child because of him. And from here to the finale, it makes me feel multiple emotions from thrill to heartbreak. Miguel pleads with him not to go through with his plan. However, Miles' response? Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. He casts off Miguel with his energy, sending Gwen home. Peter goes to put his child to bed, while Miguel goes after the spot. Miles initially believes that back home is actually Earth 42, moreover not only is his father dead in this timeline, but his variant here is a Prowler. His Nikes matching the suit is a really nice touch. As Miles comes to grips with his counterpart, Gwen comes to see her father. Though he's still around to see another day, even being willing to give up his rank, his fate and that of Miles' dad will likely be even more shocking given this film established. Also, given Gwen's design and character arc, it's not hard to see as a parable for coming out and transitioning. Maybe not representation we expected, but it's the rep we need right now. Hope he also left her a gift out of the parts he collected from before. A close on Gwen forming her own team of heroes, featuring elements of a previous film and leaping into the portal to find Miles and stop the Spot. To be concluded in Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. The film was much like the first, highly acclaimed, and also ranks among the highest grossing films of the year, making $381 million domestically and $690 million worldwide. Behind the scenes drama and pressure aside, I'm very much looking forward to the trilogy concluding in the near future with Beyond Spider-Verse. My most wanted variant is still the Japanese Spider-Man, Yamashiro Takuya, complete with his mech Leopardon. Given the first production art we're seeing, they're going to know all we can get. That's all for now. Take care.